Hello everyone. This is Jen, aka LaureledEevees, and this is a video that's been a long time coming. This was originally supposed to be like my 15,000 subscriber video, but it just kept getting pushed back, so now this is my 16K subscriber special. I decided, well, the last time I did like a super subscriber special, I remember that I did a like Q&A sort of thing where I asked you guys to ask me questions and I would answer them. And I was so prepared for some like really crazy stories depending on some of the questions I got. And I never got the questions I wanted. So this is basically like, hey, random stuff about Jen that you probably didn't know, or you might have known if you've paid enough attention the last... Goodness, I've been on YouTube for like 10 years. Oh gosh. Well, anyway, enjoy me doodling on the screen here while I kind of do a mixture of stream of consciousness and slightly planned out. I have a list here of 16 facts you may or may not know for 16K subs. Okay, let's go. Number 1, I am officially 6 foot 2 inches. That is 188 in non-freedom units, and I'm still growing. I'd very much like to get off this train right now. Fact number 2. If you didn't know, I'm actually a very shy, socially anxious introvert. I have zero idea why my brain was like, we need to make a YouTube channel. Oh gosh. So yeah, if you comment on my videos and stuff and you don't really see me reply to things, that's probably why. The social anxiety's for real. Number 3. Despite the fact that I am shy, socially anxious, and introverted, I actually was part of a beauty contest my senior year in high school. And here's the thing. There was like hundreds of girls like trying to be in the beauty contest. And I was like, pickings are gonna be slim. I doubt I'm gonna make it. But the interview process, the interviewer did the one thing I never would have expected. They asked me what my hobbies were, and I went straight into like an anime. I went straight into an anime tangent where I was just talking about Naruto for like 5 minutes straight. I don't think they expected that, but that got me on stage. I got to learn how to walk a catwalk, and I got to wear a pretty dress, and I bet I could have won Miss Congeniality if I had shown up that first day and was like, hey girls, I've got a dress rack. You don't have to hang your ballroom gowns on like the side of the room. You don't have to worry about your dress falling to the ground if you're trying to like balance the hanger on a picture frame inside of this classroom that we're renting. But yeah, I didn't make it to the final round because, oh gosh. Oh man, I should have listened. But the girls who were like, you know, this wasn't their first rodeo, they said, oh gosh, the interview questions for this is going to be killer. You're going to be given the question in advance. You can think about it, but do not say or do not plan what you're going to say word for word. Just improvise when you get on stage at the interview, because you will get nervous and you'll forget everything. And I'm like, please, it's not gonna happen. And sure enough, I went on stage, they asked me the question, and my mind went blank, and I was basically mute for like 3 seconds until I finally said my pre-planned answer. Walked around on stage, walked off, was given like the whole, okay, you didn't make it to the next level, and I just left I was so relieved. I basically took my dress rack and basically surfed on it on the way out of the building. Oh my gosh, that was great. Okay, so the experience, not the most fun experience being a beauty pageant contestant, but I used that particular incident to be like, hey, you're nervous about public speaking? You remember when you beefed it really hard on that stage in front of all those people? Like that entire giant crowd, hundreds if not 1,000 people just in there watching you beef it really hard? You're never gonna screw up that harsh ever again. So just go ahead and have fun with whatever public speaking you're doing. And that legitimately worked. Nothing like failing so hard that you actually succeed. Number 4, I am a very squeamish person. I cannot handle gore. I can handle some kinds of animated gore, but some animated gore, I'm like, oh, oh gosh, Bakano? I can't handle the gore of Bakano. I love Bakano. I just, oh gosh, I think it's the sound effects mostly. It has to be the sound effects. But the visuals in that are also kind of disturbing. So, yeah. Yeah, can't handle gore. And I get jump scared super easily, so that's also a thing. Can't stand bugs. So that all falls under the squeamish umbrella. So, yeah. Which is funny because number 5, most of my channel OCs, Mercury and Psyche and Laurel Leaf the cat, they all have dark and gory backstories. Every single one of them. The more animalistic the character, the darker the origin for the channel lore. I just don't share the channel lore that often. But yeah, there you go. If you're thirsty for that channel lore, now you know. Really dark backstories that I may or may not share in the future. I don't know. I tried writing the stories down and I was making myself sick. I was almost gonna throw up. So yeah. Number 6, Hogwarts House. I am a Slitherpuff, I guess. The Harry Potter quiz, the first time it came out on Pottermore, I took it, came out as Slytherin, but they redid the quiz later on, and I think I would have ended up in Hufflepuff based on the fan quiz that they made. So, I guess I'm a Slitherpuff, where I'm cunning, resourceful, and ambitious, but patient, loyal, and fair at the same time. Number 7. Personality-wise, I'm either 100% chill or 100% intense. I am rarely anything in between. So my reactions, switching from one to another, is can be pretty drastic. Quite the knee-jerk reactions. A lot of knee-jerk reactions, so I'm trying my best to slow down on those. Man, but that might explain why I was bullied so easily as a kid. Fact number 8. I actually have taken dance lessons. I took dance lessons throughout high school. So we got 4 years of jazz. We had 1 very painful year of kickline. Think Rockettes. And then there was 1 embarrassing summer of hip-hop. We do not talk about that summer of hip-hop. We do not mention it ever again. All of my anime friends were also big into the dance routines from the Suzumiya Haruhi no Gekido video game. So I guess I've got a bit of experience with para-para style dance as well. Oh, wow. Fact number 9. I can sing, I suppose. I sang in choir in school, and of course, as a Christian, I go to church on Sundays, and you sing worship songs all the time. And I'm a big musical theater nerd, so I learned all of the melancholy musical theater numbers. I'm not very good at pop songs, though. I'm sure if someone put a gun to my alto singing head and told me to belt a pop song like Ariana Grande, I'd be meeting Jesus, really instantaneously. Number 10, I am rather recently a VTuber fan. It's not that parasocial. I'm definitely not a gachakoi. I haven't donated any money to any of the VTubers I watch, and I mostly watch their VODs and not live, or if not even VODs, I'll like watch clips like crazy. No spoilers for who my favorites are, but I will say I prefer the older, masculine-looking men that have that, male wife, baby girl energy to them. Bonus points if they have voices deep enough to rattle the windows in my house. For girls, I like the cute girls who are chaos incarnate, mostly. Fact number 11, I have a sensitive nose. I can smell a moldy book faster than 99% of the librarians can. But I also can tell how many cats a person owns by the smell of their clothes, and that may cause me to have to physically leave the room in order to recover. Again, squeamish. Oh gosh. Number 12. Personality-wise, I am oblivious to the max. I am so... Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. Especially when it comes to, if guys like me. I think my record is around 7 years to realize that someone had a crush on me. And a third party had to tell me about it, and I didn't believe them? Oh my gosh. Fact number 13. I'm a bit of a picky eater. I especially hate foods that taste or smell like fish. Sensitive nose. Sensitive nose. I can't stand the smell of fish. Fact number 14. You may recall that I mentioned that I took high school Spanish and I took college level Mandarin, like one semester of that, and did better in Mandarin than Spanish, but that's not the point. I'm also currently learning Japanese. I'm currently in the early stages though. I still am working my way through hiragana and katakana and like the very basics of Japanese. Oh my gosh, I don't even think I could say a full sentence without, like, completely beefing it, so I'm just gonna leave you with that. Okay, fact number 15. Except for 2 mythical Pokemon, I have a living dex up to the Galar region's Pokedex. What? They told us to collect them all. And number 16 of 16. Probably the strangest, most random one out of all of them. I've actually met a rock star before. Yeah. Do you remember that one? They were kind of a little bit of a one-hit wonder. I think they might still be touring. I'm not entirely sure. You remember Airborne Toxic Event? They did that like one song, and starts sometime around midnight, or something along those lines. Yeah, so you see that music video? I've actually met the drummer. He actually came to my house for Thanksgiving. He was the +1 for a family member. And he showed up at my house. He played with my dog. Let's see, had Thanksgiving dinner with us, and worst thing, the most disrespectful thing, he played the Wii bowling with me and my family, and he got the high score in the bowling game. Using a guest me, so he couldn't even really brag about it. So there's just like this default skinned me character that had like the #1 spot on our Wii bowling game for like months. And me and my dad had to like work really hard in order to like finally beat his high score, and we got to brag about it, and we told our family members who knew him to like basically like be like, tell him that we beat his record and that we expect him to bring it. And so he like actually got to the point where he like turned to like his band mates on their like tour bus, and he's like, guys, we have to buy a Wii so I can beat these people in bowling again next time I see them. Unfortunately, we're never probably ever going to see him again because he like cut ties with like the one person that he, you know, was +1ing with. And yeah, so now we just have like a really strange story to like bring up where I'm like, oh yeah, totally hung out with the drummer from Airborne Toxic event. How about you? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video and listening to me ramble like a crazy person about facts you probably didn't care about, but now you know them, and I hope to see you all stick around for the future as we continue on our YouTube journey. I've got some serious plans in the future, and I hope that you'll be receptive to them as I am. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching again, and see you around. Bye! I wonder if they can hear my tea, like my mug, just like clinkety-clacketing. I need to get something to soundproof this desk.
Hey there. Consider becoming a patron, just like the phenomenal Bleed Red and Alexandra Modelun.